ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ नवमोऽध्यायः। And the last few shlokas, that is from the shlokas 7 to 12, Bhagavan Krishna said that all the beings during Pralaya, they merge in Maya and the Maya merge in me. They will be like that for one kalpa, and during the next manifestation cycle, I sent them forth. I sent forth this creation, and the creation, all the beings in the creation, they take repeated birth and death. They have to come to this cycle of samsara repeatedly because there is no other choice for them. They have not erased their karmas, so they have to come again and again. And I support them. I support Maya, my presence, only because of my presence. The Maya creates this creation, this Jagat. And Bhagavan said that without understanding my higher nature, the people think that I am this human form, and without understanding the divine nature of me, many people they disregard me. They talk ill about me because they do not understand me. And the people who have a rajasic and tamasic nature, they do not understand me. And in the next few shlokas, Bhagavan Krishna is telling about the different types of bhaktas and the different types of bhakti. So let us continue from the shloka 13, chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita. Mahatmanastu mam partha दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रिताः भजन्त्यनन्यमनसः ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययम्. Mahatmanastu. Some people, they are great souls. Why are they great souls? Because they understand that Devi Prakritim Ashritaha, they depend on my divine nature. They identify my divine nature and they depend on me. So they are great souls. They may be great rishis or the great bhaktas. They depend on my divine nature. Bhajantya ananya manasa. They worship me with one pointed mind, with steadfast, one pointed devotion. They do not have any other thoughts in their mind. They have that one pointed devotion. They do not care for anything else. They only bhakti to Bhagavan. It gives them a lot of peace, and they are satisfied with that. We all worship God, but we have so many other desires. And that's why Bhagavan Krishna said, some people worship me to satisfy their desires, some people worship me to attain liberation, some people worship me to know who I am. But these Mahatmas, they depend on my divine nature and they worship me with one pointed mind. So much devoted. Jnatva, knowing my Budhadi Mahavyam, that is, I am the source of all being, understanding that I am the source of all beings and I am imperishable, knowing that they worship me, thinking I am that supreme, and without the division of mind, one pointed mind, they worship me. So this is the 13th shloka of chapter 9, and the next shloka, shloka 14 is Satatam kirtayanto mam yadantascha dridhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. And how do they worship me? Satatam, always kirtayante. They always praise me, singing my glory and singing my all my good qualities, singing my imperishable nature. Always they are attached to me in that way. Yatanta, striving, dhritabhradaha. They strive hard. So bhakti is not so easy. There are maybe many obstacles for the bhaktas. Only the bhaktas know that. First obstacle is their own impressions in their mind. That from their own side, they may not have a peace of mind to sing this kirtanas for some days. They may be mind disturbed in mind, so they may not feel to worship, but still they strive hard. They are steadfast. That is very important. Some people they will be do worship for some time very vigorously. Then for some time they will just forget because they will be involved in their work or something else. But some bhaktas, wherever they go, in midst of whatever work they do, they show that bhakti to Bhagavan. They are constantly connected with Bhagavan in one way or other, and one way for it is singing the kirtana, singing the glory of God. Yatantascha dhrudavradaha, they have that determination. So only with determination we can come over these obstacles. These obstacles, almost all the bhaktas will have. First thing is, as I said, from their own side, their mind may not be peaceful or calm all days to want to worship. Sometimes the people surrounding us will disturb us for doing puja or worshipping God. For example, one day we might be just imagine it might be an Ekadashi day, and that day we might be fasting, but that day many guests will come to our house. So we cannot concentrate on Bhagavan. It's not, I'm not telling that guest coming to the house is bad, but the worship of Bhagavan, that is obstructed on that day. So just like that, some people will disturb us on doing bhakti. So with determination, one has to pass over it. We have to invite the guests to treat them well, but still have bhakti to Bhagavan, towards Bhagavan. That is one type of obstruction. And another way of obstruction, another obstacle is from the nature itself. For example, just take this example. We are going to the temple on a day, Deshi day. But if it's raining, how will we go? For some people, they may not have a vehicle, so it is difficult for them to take a vehicle and go to temple. So like this, the Prakriti will disturb them. People surrounding us will disturb us. Our own mind will be an obstacle. So all these, there may be many obstacles for a bhaktas. All these are due to their prarabdha karmas. So with Dhritavrata, one has to cross over these obstacles and have determination. Only with the determination we can continue with bhakti for some people, or otherwise they will be so low in mind because they have so many obstacles, so they may leave bhakti. But Bhagavan is telling some bhaktas, they are the great souls without division of mind or with one pointed devotion. They worship me with determination. Namastyantaschamam bhaktya, that is with steadfast determination, with devotion, they worship me. Namastyanta means prostrating Bhagavan. Nitya Yukta, always steadfast. That is very important. It has to be constant. Just like I said, for few days if we have shown your great bhakti, and for some days if we leave it off, then it will not go right. We will not be able to connect with Bhagavan. So Nitya Yukta Upasade, they worship me steadfast. Now Bhagavan is telling what are the different ways of bhakti. That is Shloka 15. ज्ञानयज्ञेन चाप्यन्ते यजन्तो मामुपासते ये हत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विश्वतोमुहम्. Some people, some bhaktas, they worship me or they do jnana yajna. They understand my divine nature, they understand my all pervading nature, And they do Shravana, Manana, Nitidhyasana, by Jnana, they worship me. That is, some people they worship me by kirtanas, sacrifices, everything. Mam upasate, they worship me. And some people they worship it yekatvena, that I am one, I am same, that I am the Atma. They identify with their own Atma. They identify Bhagavan as their Atma, and they identify others also as Bhagavan, as Atma. So it is based on what identification we have. If we identify ourselves with our body and mind, then we think that Bhagavan is different because the form of Bhagavan is different from us. But when we identify Bhagavan as our Atma, what all we see, when we see the other people or other beings, we identify them as Bhagavan. So they think that I am same in all. I am one in all. Ekatvena, one in all. That is one type of bhakti. Prutatvena, they think that I am different from them. That is what I said. If we identify ourselves with our body and mind, then we think that Bhagavan is different. Pratatvena means different. They think that I am their master and they are the servants. Or we can identify Bhagavan as father and children, mother and children, as a friend, then as any other relative, in whatever way, what we identify with, that way we identify Bhagavan. So some people, they separate me, Pratatvena, they worship me as different, with as Bhagavan and Bhakta. That is his different, separate. Bhagavan is my master and I am his servant. Then they worship me in that way, but they will be steadfast. But some people, Bahuda, they think I am many. As they see me in Bhagavan Shiva, as they see me as Bhagavan Vishnu, they see me as Krishna, they see me as Rama Raj Rajeshwari, they see me as Ma Kali. So Bahuda, as many they see me. Some people, Vishwatomukham, they see me everywhere. Whoever we see them as Bhagavan. That's their identification. That's why it's all based on what identification we have. In that way, we relate or connect with Bhagavan. Vishwatomukham means they see me everywhere. Wherever they see, it is Bhagavan. Some people of Krishna consciousness, they see that everyone is Krishna. They call everyone as Krishna. So Bhagavan is there. This is Vishwatomukham. It has a very deep meaning. Vishwatomukham. They worship me that they assume me as manifold in forms in the world. So these are all different types of bhaktas and different types of bhakti. The first is seeing me, I am the one in all. I am the Atma. I am their Atma. They worship me as their Atma, and I am the Atma in all. That is seeing Ekatvena. Pritatvena means as master and servant or as father and son, like that. Different. Bahuda, seeing me as many. I am in all gods, different forms I have. And Vishwato Mukha means everyone is Bhagavan, seeing every form as Bhagavan. So these are all different types of bhaktas and bhakti. The next shloka, that is the 16th shloka, is I think Bhagavan Krishna here itself, he is giving an introduction like that, like for the next chapter, that is chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga. It is just like a prelude to that chapter. Let us see this following verses. Aham kraturahai yajnah स्वधाहमहमौषधम् मन्त्रोऽहमहमेवाज्यमहमग्निरहं हुतम्. Bhagavan is telling, I am the Kratu and I am the Yajna. So what is the difference between Kratu and Yajna? Kratu means these are the karmas said in the Vedas. That is the Vedic karmas. They never change. They are permanent. That is the Kratu. But the other karmas is there are other type of karma that is known said in the smritis. They are known as the smarta karmas. They tend to change by time. Some karmas are said in the Mahabharata, Ramayana. So, according to the new modern world, sometimes the acharyas who do perform that yajna they change. But the kratu, no one has the right to change. So that's the difference between kratu and yajna or the smarta karmas. So that is the smarta karmas or the karmas are said in the smriti. So Bhagavan is telling, I am the Vedic karmas, I am that, and I am the yajna also. Yajna means the sacrifices. Normally it is said in the smritis. Swadha, I am the Swadha. Swadha means the offerings or the oblation given to the Pitru, that is Pitrus, that is the ancestors. That is Swadha. Swaha means the offerings or the oblation given to the devas or the divinities. So that's the difference between Swadha and Swaha. So Bhagavan is telling, I am the Swadha, the offering given to the Pitru. Aham aushadam. I am that medicinal herbs. Only now the modern medicines came. Before that, it's all aushad, the herbs. That is the aushad and the medicinal herbs. I don't think there is no plant or any small grass in this creation without any medicinal value. Only thing is we have to know that value of the medicine in that small herb or small grass which we stamp on. So that is Aushadam. All the herbs in this world are Aushadam only. I am that Aushadam. Mantroham. I am that mantra. I am the, although the mantra said in the yajna. Now Bhagavan in this shloka, Bhagavan Krishna is telling everything about connected with the yajna. So I am the mantra. Aham eva ajyam. Ajyam means the ghee, which we say as the purified or the clarified butter. So ajya means the ghee, the clarified butter. Aham agni. I am that agni of the yajna. Aham hutam. I am the offering given by the people who perform the yajna. I am the offering. So Bhagavan is telling, I am everything connected with the yajna. That is, in short, that is it. I am that yajna, that is karma itself. I am that agni. I am the offering. I am the ghee given there. I am the mantra. I am everything. And in the next shloka, that is in the shloka 17, also the somewhat similar thing is repeated. That's why I said it is just like a prelude to the next chapter. पिताहमस्य जगतः माता धाता पितामहः वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः ऋक्सामयजुर्येव च. Bhagavan Krishna is telling, that is, he is telling the Ishvara Tattva. Ishvara is that Brahman seen with Maya, and he is that creator. We can say him as the creator. Aham Pita, I am the father. That is, I am the father of this creation. I am the father of this Jagat. Pita Havasya Jagataha. And Mata, I am the Mata. Dada, I am the leader or I am the host, the dispenser of the fruits of action. When Bhagavan says I am the dispenser of the fruits of action, one must not think like that he is distributing the fruits of action. In an indirect way, Bhagavan gives the fruits of the action. So he is the dispenser of the fruits of the action. He said as the leader. Pitamaha, that is, I am the grandfather. Vedyam, know me that I am the Pavitra Omkara. That is the Omkara mantra, that is the primordial sound. It purifies our mind. And that's why it is called Pavitra Omkara. Whoever repeated whatever sin he might have done, if he repeat it for some time, then his mind will be free of all the evil tendencies. That's what it is said as sin. When we have these evil tendencies and when we face any difficulties in life, then immediately there will be an urge in us to do so. If we do not have that evil tendencies in our mind, then whatever difficult situations we may face, that feeling of doing some sin will not come in our mind. So the mind must be pure. We do not have the right to change the situations of the world, but we have the right to purify our mind. So by Omkara, repeating Omkara, we can purify the mind, and that's why it is said as the Pavitra Omkaram, and that is Bhagavan. Rik Sama Yajur Yevacha. I am the Rig Veda, Sama Veda, and Yajur Veda, and Cha means it also includes the Atharva Veda. The Rig and the Yajur Veda mantras are repeated in the Sama Veda and Atharva Veda. In all the Vedas, it is Bhagavan. I am all that Bhagavan is telling. गतिर्भर्ता प्रभु साक्षी निवास शरणं सुहृत् प्रभव प्रलय स्थानं निधानं बीजमव्ययम्. Bhagavan is telling, I am the Gati, I am the goal, I am your path. You do not want to search for any other path. I am that path, I am the goal, I am the Gati. I am the Bhakta. Bhakta means one who supports or one who protects. Supports or protects in what way? One has to be compatible physically. One has to attend to the physical difficulties or physical needs of a person. That is the gross body or the physical body. The next thing is the compatibility. That is the physical compatibility. Then the next is the mental compatibility. That is, we must be mentally, or we might have many miseries and worries. One must be able to support us mentally, support us physically, support us mentally, support us emotionally, emotional compatibility. He must be able to support us when we are emotionally weak. Bhagavan will support us. When we worship Him, automatically we get the power or the revival power. So that is emotional compatibility, and then in the spiritual compatibility. Even in spirituality, we might have many doubts and many difficulties and many obstacles. Bhagavan, if you worship Bhagavan, He will rise us from that knot. So a person is said as a bharta when he supports us, our physical needs, our mental needs, our emotional needs, and our spiritual needs. He is when a person is one who is compatible to us in all these ways is bharta, and Bhagavan is that perfect bharta. He supports us and protects us physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. He is the Prabhu. Prabhu means He is the Lord. It is from Him all the beings came forth. And He is the Lord. He is the Master. Sakshi, He is the Sakshi witness. Sakshi is a person, or the Sakshi, he doesn't involve in that. He is not biased. We all judge. We all judge people. We all witness. Sometimes we act as witness also. But all that are based on our understanding of that incident. We have a trace of understanding about that incident. And when we observe it, that trace of mind will intrude in our observation. Just when we see the traffic on the road, we have our own imagination, and that will be combined with the observation of the traffic on the road. So many times our observation or our witness may not be that right. But Bhagavan, since he is above the three gunas and he is above all these jagat, he is the great Sakshi. He is the great Sakshi. I am the Sakshi. I am the Nivasa, abode. What place we say as abode? Abode is a place where we can be very peaceful, free, liberated. We cannot have any restrictions in that abode. Just take our house. Do we have any restrictions? We are so free. Just like that, Bhagavan is the abode of all the beings in this creation. That is, the people there feel comfortable and relaxed in Bhagavan. And he is the abode. Sharanam. Sharanam means the shelter. Shelter is a place where all our miseries are destroyed. We cannot tell our miseries to anyone and everyone because they have their own miseries. And in addition, if we tell our misery, what will happen? They will not guide us properly because any person can guide us from their own standpoint. Our problems will be in another level. Who knows to guide us from that level? No one. No one. It's not the defect of them. We have our problems will be in one level and the people will be in another level. So even if we tell our problems, they cannot guide us properly. But Bhagavan, if we take Sharanam, shelter in him, he removes all our miseries and guides us properly. All our miseries are destroyed in the shelter. Suhrit, this is a wonderful word. Bhagavan is our Sukrit. Sukrit means what? What is a Sukrit? Friend. Sukrit means friend. How can you define a friend? A person who has the same wavelength like us. He is a friend, isn't it? If we tell our problems to a friend, then he may give us comfort or the emotional comfort. If we tell our problems to others, sometimes even to relatives or distant relatives or any other boss or anyone like that, then they may feel that this problem is so small, or so they may ridicule us, or so they may, if they have some grudge in us, in I hidden enmity in us, then they will enjoy our suffering. So all that problems, all our advices can be taken from a friend with very bold mind. Because a friend, a true friend, what I mean is a true friend will never let us down. And Bhagavan is that true friend. If we tell our problems, even that problem is just like a speck for Bhagavan, he will listen to it carefully and guide us properly in one way or other. I don't mean that he will come directly and solve our problems. In any way, in any form, he will come to us and solve our problems in one way or other. Even when we have so much happiness or so much enjoyment, then we can share it with a friend. The friend will not take it wrong in a wrong way. So just like that, we can share our happy experience also with Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is a great friend. He's just a great friend. It's many Bhaktas, they consider Bhagavan as their friend because then only they can connect with Bhagavan in a very comfortable way. A friend is a person who is equal to us in all ways, in all way, whatever way or possibility we think. If we consider Bhagavan as so great, then we may not feel comfortable to share everything with Bhagavan. But when Bhagavan is our friend, that's a very good way of relating to Bhagavan, and he will guide us properly in all ways. Prabhava means he is the origin. It is from him we all have come. So he is that great origin. Pralaya, he is also the dissolution. It is in him we all merge in the end. So he is the origin and he is the dissolution, Pralaya. Sthana means foundation. He is our foundation. No, it is so strong. When the foundation is so strong, then the building will be strong. So just like that, our foundation, if we identify Bhagavan as our foundation, then we can build whatever desires we want. We can just go in our path because our foundation is very strong. If what we go or our desires are wrong, then Bhagavan will guide us. So that's the great advantage of considering Bhagavan as foundation. He is the foundation. Nidhana means a treasure house. A treasure house means it is the place where all our karmas are registered. It never goes. It cannot be erased. Even if we try, we cannot erase unless we worship Bhagavan or we relate to Bhagavan in a great way. As a great bhakta, all our karmas will be detached from the ahankara. Because when we identify with Bhagavan, we are that infinite, and so that's the great advantage of thinking Bhagavan as our Nidhanam. And Bijam, Bhagavan is the seed, it is from him all the beings came of, and he is Avyayam, imperishable. No one can destroy Bhagavan, he is there in the three periods of time. So Bhagavan is Avyaya. So he's telling, I am the goal, I am the goal, I am the Bharta, I am the supporter, protector, I am the master, I am the great witness, pure witness, I am the abode where you all will rest with comfort. I am the shelter, Sharanam, and it is the place where all our miseries are erased. I am your Sukrut, that is the great friend with whom we can relate to very freely without any restriction. And I am the Prabhava. I am the great origin. I am the Pralaya. I am the dissolution. I am the Sthanam. I am the foundation. I am the Nidhanam. I am the treasure house. I am the Bijam Avyayam. I am the seed and I am imperishable. This Bhagavan is identifying himself in this sloka in many ways. The next shloka is Tapam yahamaham varsham nighrunyam yutsrujami cha amrutam chaiva mrityuscha sadasachaham arjuna. Bhagavan Krishna is telling, I am Tapami, I am the sun who gives you heat. Tapa means heat. I am the sun, I am the sun. Varsham, I am the rain. Nigranami means stop or withhold. I am the one who stops the rain, not only stops. Utsrajami means send forth or start or bring forth. I am the one who stopped the rain and who sent forth the rain. Amritam, I am the immortality, and Mrityu, I am the Mrityu also. So I am the one who caused this death. I am the Mrityu also. And I am the immortal being also. I am the immortal Atma. So I am immortality and I am the Mrityu. Sat, I am the Sat and I am Asat. Asat here means what Bhagavan refers is the people who believe that this physical world or this manifested world is the reality, for them, this manifested Jagat is Sat. They will not accept something like Brahman or the Atma or any of the subtle concepts they cannot accept because they believe only their five senses and Atma and Brahman are not available for these five senses, so they do not believe it. For that people, the Brahma Tattva is Asat or the unmanifested face of Jagat. This Jagat is now manifested. It has another one state, the unmanifested state, it goes into that state in Pralaya, during Pralaya. But for the people who are gross minded, they do not believe it. So for them, this unmanifested Jagat is Asat. For them, this manifested name and forms is the Sat. So even then, I am the Asat in them. I am the Mrityu, I am the Asat, I am the Sat, and I am the non-existence. That's what Bhagavan Krishna says. Asat means the non-existence, existence. I am the all. Because the people believe only the gross is Sthula. Aham Arjuna, I am that all Arjuna. So Bhagavan is identifying himself with many concepts here. Many concepts. So with this, I take a break. This is the 19th shloka of 9th chapter, 9th discourse of Bhagavan. In my next video, I continue with the rest of the shlokas of chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita. यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णः यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूति ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु